More about that game tonight. Let's bring in France 24's Simon Harding, who joins me now live from Yaounde. Simon, the biggest test yet for Cameroon. Tell us about that.
Yeah, certainly a very blockbuster fixture between Cameroon, 5-time winners of the Africa Cup of Nations, Genie, and Egypt, 7-time winners, record holders of Africa's biggest tournament on the continent. Certainly Cameroon, apart from their opening match of the tournament against Burkina Faso, have played against some slightly lesser opponents, shall we say, particularly Comoros and Gambia in the last 16 and the quarterfinals, two teams that were making their debut in the tournament. And then, of course, there is this game against Egypt, where we will see them come up against some of the best players in the world, including the best player in the world, Mohamed Salah, who has been the life and soul of this Egyptian side. It is true that, as you mentioned, Cameroon are the favourites, particularly with the backing of 60,000 fans at the Olembe Stadium. Cameroon, who also have the two top scorers in the competition with Vincent Aboubakar and Karl Toko Ekambi. So the pieces are all set. All we need now is the match. We're expecting it to be a fantastic game, fiery, between a real opposition of styles. Cameroon on one side, who play this free-flowing, attacking football, plenty of excitement, plenty of thrills, particularly as they try to please their crowd. And on the other side, we have a very disciplined and regimented Egyptian team.
Now, Simon, no matter who goes through, one thing is clear: this is going to be really a sensational final.
It is going to be a very good final, because we'll have teams playing for a lot on the line. Senegal, who are looking to win their first ever Africa Cup of Nations. Egypt, who could extend their record to 8 titles. Cameroon, who could close to within 1. And of course, as the host, the expectation is that Cameroon win. And I should mention that the final will take place also at the Olembe Stadium. Genie, a lot has been said about this ground, as we know, after the tragedy on the 26th of January. Cameroon's last game there, the last game there, where 8 people died in the crush. A lot of extra measures have been put in place to make sure that the semi-final and the final go as planned. Added staff, more security, barriers further away from the stadium itself to prevent crowds from amassing around the entry points to the stadium, and that should be something to take into consideration. There is always a home advantage. That is something that we can't get away from, and also the weather, as you see, could play its part.
All right, Simon, thanks so much for that. We'll be looking forward to checking in with you throughout the evening here on France